Hey, grab your cups. It's time for Woke Wednesday. It's time for us to make sure we stay well. It's all about opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. Lady-o, let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horse play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is time for Woke Wednesday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. And yes, you can still call me Lady Yo.
Lady Yo. I love it. Y'all can call her Lady Yo as well. I want to know what y'all sipping on. You know, I'm sipping on my black coffee. No sugar, no cream from the Black Coffee Company, from the ATL, y'all.
You know, we have to go visit them sometime. We got to go see our nephews.
We sure do.
Yes.
I mean, we haven't been down there in a minute, but we got to get there.
Yes.
What you sipping on? What's in your cup?
I'm with you today, Tracy. Dark roast. No sugar, no cream.
See, you know how to do it.
You rub it off on me.
Well, you know, that's all right, because when we rub off on each other, we make things great.
We
Don't
do.
we?
We do. Who's our Vibrant Vibe guest today?
Oh my goodness, y'all. We got this brother in the house. He is straight from the STL. He's known all over the world as a nationally syndicated radio host, global speaker, author, film director, two-time best-selling author. We got the Wiilie Moore Jr. in the house.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. I mean, all of that in one young man.
That's right. That's right.
But
We're
first,
blessed.
when we return, it's time for the OYN Cup of Therapy, sponsored by Snooks, the friendliest store in town.
This is sirloin. Tastes like filet mignon.
Best beef in town.
Who taught you how to grill it like this?
I got a guy.
I got a guy too. We've all got a guy.
Well, my guy is kind of...
Yeah, and he's got that. Wow. Same guy.
Same guy?
Top quality meat
I love that guy.
and great advice.
Who's next?
Another reason we'll see you at Schnucks.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
So now it is time for our Own Your Now Cup of Therapy. It's time for us to check on our strong friends. Lady-o, who we checking on?
Checking on the owners.
That's right, y'all. Are y'all okay? Anybody who follows us and makes sure that they stay connected to what we do in the community, making sure that they're woke,
Yes.
that they're well, that they're taking advantage of the opportunities, that they know that knowledge is power. It's all about empowerment. Owners, I hope you all are okay, because we're taking care of ourselves and we want you all to take care of yourselves, right?
Absolutely.
So my affirmation word for today is transparency. And I think that it's important. You know, I haven't been doing so well, but I'm going to keep moving through it. And at the end of the day, having the support of my community and my family is everything. And so I want you all to understand transparency is so important, that you are authentically you. When we say in St. Louis, every day, every single day. And that's a hard thing to do.
It is.
But if you take time for yourself every day to make sure that you are well, you will be okay.
And it's okay to be transparent. I think because of social media, everyone thinks everyone has to be perfect.
Yeah.
We are living human beings. We're imperfect human
Look,
beings.
What does my hand say? Psalms 139:14. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and it's important that we understand who created us. So let's get ready for our self stretch of the day. Our transformational song is by Lady Bree. It's called Changes. For those of you at home, take some time to stretch with us. We want you to reach out, check on your strong friends. You okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
How are
She is
you?
fine. Yes, you are fine, girl. All right. We're going to cross our arms over and we're going to bring them in close to our heart. Listen to your heart. Be intentional about your affirmation word, whatever that may be. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. I like that. Again, let it in and flow out. And then what do we do?
Hug yourself. Give
Hug
yourself a hug.
Take a collective breath in. Release. How you feel?
Relaxed. I needed that deep breath.
We needed it.
You got to take a moment for yourself, hug yourself, take a deep breath, and feel your heart.
That's it. That's it. Well, you know what? I feel good. I hope you all feel good. And guess what? When we return, grab your cups and get ready for the Dr. Wiilie Moore Jr. Flat out.
Welcome to the Black Women's Expo.
Chicago's very own Black Women's Expo is starting the Legacy Tour. First stop, Detroit. Just in time for Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend. Big entertainment, beauty, hair, fashion, and a chance to see some of your favorite celebrities. Saturday, June 18th and the 19th at Huntington Place, formerly Cobo Hall. The Legacy continues at the Black Women's Expo. Tickets are on sale now. For more information, visit BeWeNext.com.
Hello, St. Louis. It's Cedric the Entertainer here, back in my beloved hometown with my sister Sharita. We are so excited to continue our support of SSM Health Foundation St. Louis.
We must continue our efforts to raise funds so that we can ensure that all the amazing, generous, and loving women in our lives have access to the health care that they deserve.
Visit give2ssmhealth.org/women's health to learn more.
As promised, we welcome syndicated radio host Wiilie Moore Jr. Show, speaker, author, public figure, and just in case you didn't know, it's Dr. Wiilie Moore Jr. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. I'm excited that I get the opportunity to hang with y'all this morning.
Good morning, and we're grateful that you said yes, that you would come on our show because we know you're a busy man. But before we get started, tell us what's in your cup.
Right now, it is coffee. I always tell people as I travel the country speaking, I often tell them, listen, I ain't everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's cup of coffee. So I always keep coffee with me.
Well, you know, I always drink my coffee black, no sugar, no cream. That's what it's all about here in the STL. You know, we keep it black. But I want to make sure that I tell you, thank you so much. God is so good. We're so proud of you. You're syndicated. You know, you got books, you got movies. You're traveling the world, and you know, I mentor girls. I want to talk to you about more mentorships. Talk to us about it.
You know, more mentorship was something that me and my 19-year-old son came up with. He is now on the dean's list at the University of Mississippi, but all throughout his life, like I was parenting him like from afar, if you would. So of course we would see each other every single weekend, every other weekend. And of course he was in Memphis, I was in St. Louis, but we just kept this bond. And I'm actually writing a book to teach fathers how to father from the outside, because I think they want to do it, they just don't necessarily know how. But throughout that time, I would have my son with coaches. I would have him with CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. And I would do that. And I thought last year, I said, man, like what if like urban kids and other kids could have the opportunity to literally speak to the CEO of Urban One, speak to the CEO of Chick-fil-A. What if they could speak to Dr. Eric Thomas? So we came up with more mentorship. It's about 528 boys who gather every single Tuesday virtually. And I always bring in a big guest who can pour into them. Our principles are God, family, and business. And our young men are doing amazing. I got one young man, 10th grade. He's about to go to college.
Yes.
Love all of it. We love all of that. Now, you know, I think you might be my cousin because my maiden name is Moore, spelled the same way, so I'm going to claim you as mine. But we do know that you're adopted. You have The Missing Piece, the documentary, A Place to Belong, the book. Talk to us about your journey.
You know what? I was adopted when I was 3 months old to two amazing ex-sharecroppers, one from Louisiana, the other one from Mississippi. And they took on the option of adoption. I often tell people, listen, I won the parent lottery. Like, usually when they say, you know, adoption or foster care, people start looking at me like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, don't sorry me. I won the parent lottery, right? But in 2020, I was literally able to find my biological family. And it was such an amazing journey. My mother and my mother are now best friends. I have a biological brother who just left on the road with me. We just traveled the country a little bit this past weekend. He was like, boy, I didn't know how much you moved. But man, it's just been a beautiful opportunity. And the cool part is that I was doing this television show, Shopping It for Own, and we just had all this footage and we got it all on video. And the next thing I know, it became a documentary. It grossed about $500,000 last year virtually. And man, I'm just so thankful. And now we're in the Morehouse Film Festival. I'm just watching the hand of the Lord do it. Like, if I seem a little like at all, it's because I am.
Well, you know, the thing about it is this has been a lifelong journey of yours. You know, I remember many years ago, we went on an HBCU tour and you were talking to the college students about the value of knowing yourself and having great parenting. Now, you have 3 boys, but you're also a girl dad. How is raising a girl different?
You know what? I haven't really necessarily figured it all out, but it's 3 things that I do. Like, I love her, right? And I love her as my friend. You know, it's a lot of parents who often say, well, you know, you ain't supposed to be your child friend. Well, I want to say like John 15, Jesus literally says that you're no longer servant, but you're actually my friend. So I literally made her my friend. It doesn't mean that I don't discipline her, but I do it from a place of number 2, I just emotionally keep her love tank on point. Every single day, I just tell her you are smart, you are intelligent, you are loved, and you're going to do some great things in this world. Who's daddy's favorite girl? Often said, me, daddy, me. And then last but not least, I'm consistent on our dates. Every single Thursday, we go on a date, you know, whether that's out to dinner, maybe we go on a picnic. Sometimes we do her nails. She get her little nails done or whatever. She didn't want it last week, but it was dope. Growing up with her.
Now, you know, Mr. Moore Sr., you spoke a little bit about your parents. Tell us some of the gems that he gave you.
You know what? Growing up in the neighborhood in Berkeley, where the median income is $17,000, I'm going to be very candid and honest with you. I literally had so many invitations to do something wrong, to go into, to be a part of so many different issues that were going on in the hood. I could have been a part of everything that was going on because I had invitation. But Dad taught me how not to RSVP, right? Yeah. Like, he let me know that there were going to be so many opportunities for me to do the right thing and the wrong thing. And the choice is yours. Like, he didn't parent from a place where this is good behavior, this is bad behavior. He literally just said, man, do the right thing. Like, if God was in your passenger seat, like, could he roll with you and what you're doing? And if you say yes, good or bad, roll with it. And so, you know, he just taught me not to RSVP to everything. And I honor him for that. He's 90 years old now.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on. A little birdie told me it was his birthday.
Yeah, so his birthday is actually in December, but we celebrate every day like his birthday. Like, if you talk to my dad, he's literally gonna say, "I never had it so good. I never had it.
I love it.
I had it so good. Still working."
You know, that's what it's all about. You know, how does it feel? So you talked about having parents who are ex-sharecroppers, and now you walked across the stage to receive your doctorate of divinity. How does that feel? And congratulations, by the way.
And thank you so much. You know, I think this is really surreal to me. It's like literally everything that I've been asking the Lord for, he's decided to give it. And not because I'm so good, but because he's so good.
Amen.
I remember the moment, literally, when I had the opportunity to walk down and they said, Dr. Wiilie Moore Jr., I looked to the left and I saw my dad. He's 90 years old. He's still alive. He's able to see it. And then I see my 80-year-old mother, and she's there. She's smiling. And then my biological mother, she's screaming, "It's my baby." And I seen them all collectively together. And it did something to my heart. It's an image that I will never forget a day in my life. And now I'm working so much smarter now, like using the opportunity that God gave me for this new title to work for the glory of Him. And I think it's going to be a really, really great opportunity to touch some more stages for the kingdom.
Yes.
I love your testimony. I mean, your
Yes.
testimony is everything. Father's Day is coming up. How are you spending Father's Day?
You know, this Father's Day, I'm hanging out with Steve Harvey.
Oh,
so
okay.
Steve has a mentorship camp, and I have to speak at that camp. And so I think Friday, Saturday, we were Steve Harvey, and then Sunday, I'm just going to kind of hang out with the boys. I was going to go to St. Louis, but unfortunately, I have to do that. But I'm going to probably go the next week, celebrate that, or either bring them down, one of the two. But I'm going to be working. Usually, my kids already know, like, holidays are hot days, so they already understand that Daddy has to do what he has to do.
I love that. He said holidays are hot days.
That's right. What?
Christmas might be the 28th for us, you know.
Well, you know, the thing about it is you're walking in your purpose, and when you're working, it doesn't feel like work.
Right.
And everybody knows that, and we appreciate that. You know, we are a wellness show, and so we have to ask you, what does wellness mean to you? How are you owning your now?
You know what? I work out 5 days a week. I make sure that I keep my body in shape because my why is different. Like, don't get me wrong. I like to look good in little clothes. For me, the smaller the better, even in the sweater. That's just the way I roll. You understand me? Ain't no way I'm working out wearing some baggy clothes. Y'all can say what you want about me, right?
Girl.
My why is so different. Like, my daughter is 3 years old. 20 years from now, like, she's going to be 23 years old. And, like, literally, I am going to be 60-some years old. So I'm already, like, training my body to be a 60-plus man who can still preach, protect, and provide for my daughter if need be. And so I'm always living 10, 20 years ahead of time, so I can always make the proper adjustments. So for me, for health, I got to be healthy to make sure these little boys don't be looking crazy at my daughter. So I got a different type of why.
That's right.
I
That's
love
right.
it.
That part.
I love
that
it.
part.
I love it.
That part.
You know, we have enjoyed talking to you. Your personality is 100. Love it, love it, love it. What is your affirmation word? What is that word that gets you going every day?
This year, my word is finished. It's on my cell phone. It's on my computer. Each year, we literally make, you know, God gives us a word. So this year, my word is finished. For the last 5 years, it's been believe. So this year is finished. And so everything that I'm doing this year is all about getting it done and executing on a high level until the finish line.
I love that
yeah,
too.
I love that. You know, one of the things that Aeneas Williams always says, Pastor Aeneas Williams,
yes,
he says, start with the end in mind. And, you know, we have to remember to finish. And everything that you have done, we've seen you finish it. And you finish well. Tell everybody, brother, how can they stay connected to you?
Yo, it's really easy. All you got to do, everything is at Wiilie Moore Jr. Live, at Wiilie Moore Jr. Live. And just for those of you who never know who I am again, and you might see me on TV, you might not be watching TV, you might not be listening to radio, man, get a real relationship with God, and you put Jesus first, you'll never be last. I'm a living witness to that. Wiilie Moore Jr., flat out.
Amen. Amen. That's it. Yeah. And he's out. Make sure you put God first. We want to make sure that you all remember to check out Wiilie Moore Jr. Live on everything, Thank you so much for connecting with us. Thank you for owning your now. He's St. Louis on, y'all. Make sure that y'all stay connected. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
There are places between home and wherever you're going that belong to all of us. Where neighbors cross paths and stories are shared.
Hey, I thought that was you. How are you?
So cute. Come together, guys.
At Schnucks, hold cream in my pajamas.
Hey, look who I found at Schnucks.
Well, you'll never guess who Danny and I saw at Schnucks today.
We'll see you at Schnucks.
So now it is time for the Own Your Now Flow. We want to thank Wiilie Moore Jr. for being a part of our Father's Day week special. Lady-O, wasn't he absolutely amazing?
He was amazing, honey. I've already claimed him as my cousin because my maiden name is Moore and his name is Moore, so we're cousins. I'm proud of my cousin.
Yes, we are proud of him. You know, he's from the STL, so we are all proud of him. He makes us proud. He's a good father. He's a good dad. Flat out, flat out, flat out. I got to ask you, you know, he dropped so many keys. I can't wait for the next book to come out because he's a true writer. And the fact that he's going to make sure that he mentors those boys and the dads, because dads need it as well. Tell us, what is your affirmation word for today?
Just talking to him, and he's so open, and that's allowed him to be who he is today. The word vulnerable came to me. You have to put yourself out there. Go ahead, as Steve Harvey says, take the leap, jump.
Yes.
So be vulnerable.
Be vulnerable. Yes, I like the fact that he was very vulnerable about his entire journey.
Yes.
And that's what I think is important for us as owners, to understand the value of transparency. When you're able to know who leads you and where you're going and where you're growing, then you'll be able to finish. But at the end of the day, vulnerability is a difficult thing to do. But when you know God and you know who you are, you're going to be all right. You know what, Lady-O?
We gonna be all right.
Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so
own your now.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that and make it into a song.
Me the bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah. You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.